Good evening, this is the Nerdistic Human, and welcome back to Empire Total War, and you join us at Stockholm, where the centre of our empire is at last looking fairly peaceful. Fairly, I suppose. Technically, we are still at war with, actually, only the Barbary States and Poland-Lithuania. We actually last time managed to pull off some peace with Russia. In the in-between, I have actually set up a trade agreement with them, which is lovely. So maybe we can repair some of that minus 233. Probably not, you know. But on the plus side, Great Britain's looking more positive. Historical grievances are continuing to go down. And while territorial expansion minus 35 is quite significant, we're doing okay. The trade agreement, lasting for a long time, is helping France plus 25. Oh yeah, the Ottomans and the Mughals and the Marathas. Actually, not so much the Mughals, but anyway, they're all looking fairly positive because they're nowhere near me and my genocidal, maniacal expansionism. Yeah, you know what? Things are actually going quite well. On the research front, we do have a fair few things underway. We're fired by rank getting going now. I have done a little bit of trading in the in-between episodes here, so we've got ourselves the 4-field crop rotation. Thank you, Persia. And I might have given them quite a lot for that, but I don't really care about Persia too much. So we're going to get the clearances then dealt with. -1 happiness, let's bear that in mind. But yes, some clearances now just to help our population growth a little bit more. Tiny bit of region wealth, all of that. Lovely, lovely stuff. We've got the basic steam pump underway and the spinning jenny we talked about last time that I got set up. I'm not sure I want to swing into utilitarianism right away, actually. But we need to upgrade to a college before too long. Government by consent? No. No. That's not how we do things over here. No, of course, we are Carl the 12th, and our ministers are looking interesting. Oh, yes, there is, though, America to think about. So, yeah, with a new area, we need to sort of figure this guy out. So, +1 happiness for the nobility, but that's not too interesting. Okay, this guy actually has some interesting things going on, but he's definitely not fitting very well in here. So maybe I'll have to have a little rearrange of some of this, because potentially there are some decent guys hanging around, particularly if we've got like the Americas over here. Probably a good idea actually in the Americas to remind ourselves where we're at. Have ourselves Antigua and the Leeward Isles. This area, to be honest, is going to be about, yes, the plantation over here, sugar plantation. So I'll have to decide if I'm more interested in keeping this chill over here, in terms of they're neutral anyway, or if I need to worry more about things like just making pure money, because, yeah, we have another plantation over in this part of the world. This isn't a great territory, to be honest, but it does give us another port, giving us a few options in terms of what we want to do in this part of the world. So likewise over here, in Trinidad and Tobago, we have ourselves +2. So we're doing okay. We've obviously got money coming out of the Americas. I'll have to figure out what this guy is going to do in time. We are still getting lots and lots of ivory from there. And we do have some trading ships heading out. I think there's an Indiaman. Yep, Indiaman out here who's swinging over in that direction. And I've already paid for another one to be in production over here. So, yeah, things are looking pretty good. For the time being, really what we want to be doing is getting a bit of peace, building up our economy, because whilst we are doing quite well, and certainly in terms of technological elements, we are ahead of Russia, we don't really want to be getting into big wars with anyone else right now. We're going to struggle. The power of, say, someone like France is quite a lot more than us, and we need to be careful not to, tread on the wrong toes. Everyone around us already hates us. So let's try and be friendly with everyone else for the time being. So we're going to build up our economy, make sure we get some of these schools going a bit better, and yeah, we'll see what conflicts come along the way. Not too much to report on the new turn, except for a big pile of building works, which is, yes, a lot of these tenant farms that we built last time. There's one that we missed actually, so we'll get that one underway. But on the note of these farms, we'll just continue to expend on some of the clearances, because I wouldn't mind some of that. These are the ones which will give -1 happiness, but in these territories, we're going to be pretty solid culturally. They're very similar to us. They're pretty close. They'll be absolutely fine. Actually, one thing I do want to go and talk about over in Stockholm is we do have some new units available, because I was so focused on fire by rank that obviously, yeah, our drill school does give us some new units. So the light infantry would be very nice to have. This is a good upgrade on our current line infantry. So yes, 90 range, 55 accuracy, 70 to 40, and a bit of reloading skill as well. Ammunition, although I'm not sure we've actually run out of ammunition at any point on this game. Maybe we have and I just haven't noticed. But hey ho, all is absolutely fine. Yes, there's some heavy cavalry as well for a bit of charge. I don't know how often we'll necessarily be using that, but a little bit of it would be grand. And more importantly, the grenadiers, which could be very, very fun indeed to throw some grenades in. Particularly helpful, I think, when you're taking on one of the forts and you're just trying to smash your way through one of the little entry gaps where they normally plug it up with a lot of troops, tightly packed, throw some grenades in. That could be beautiful. So, you know what? I think we are going to want to get some troops out of all of this. So, we can get dragoons over here. We'll probably want some dragoons just to hold the line and all of that nonsense. So, what do we want to do for the time being? I think we want some grenadiers. So, we're going to get a couple of grenadiers, send them over to Courland. So, we've kind of got those guys ready for the next round of fights. But on the note of the line infantry, what am I looking for? We wanted not the line infantry, the upgrade, the light infantry. That is on here, apparently done to light infantry doctrine. Okay, we're going to have to find that on the research tab and see if we can do all of that nonsense. Light infantry doctrine is a long way away at the moment, by the way, ladies and gents. So, yes, we won't be getting that anytime soon, but it is a nice upgrade to think about in the future. For the time being, we'll worry about the grenadiers and not too much else. What we probably should do, actually, is start spending some of our money on the college upgrades. You know what? We don't need... You know, but we'll leave those guys a few turns because we're not going to start the war with Poland in any time particularly soon. I think we're planning for that once we get fire by rank going. With fire by rank, that gives us a big advantage, assuming they don't already have it. So we'll continue to expend our money on these clearances and these farm upgrades as much as we can. Get the population growth going. That's more money. All of that lovely, lovely, lovely nonsense. And okay, starting to run out of money again, but this is good. We're investing it, damn it. Interesting. The Polish-Lithuanian War seems to have picked up a little head of steam here. Now, they've gone and burnt down one of my farms, which is a little bit irritating, albeit not the end of the world, but maybe we need to accelerate this war. Maybe the fire by rank plan is 8 turns away. Fine, maybe that's the invasion of their more serious territories in Warsaw, but maybe these two could be mopped up around now, because actually, this guy is already well on the way to potentially attacking Minsk in a couple turns. So maybe that's what we should be doing. Let's just get back in the town first and see what we've got over here. Because, I would say apart from leaving maybe those two behind, let's just start marching over there. Thank you very much. Kiev's still happy enough with that. We will need to retrain these, so we're going to have to spend some money on that. And I think we'll get some dragoons just to chill everything out. But yes, there is a potential recruitment as well. Is this going to be enough for this? Well, if nothing else, it's going to be a poke, and we'll do a bit of burning if we need to. Now, as for this, send the general unit out and get a general out of him. Hopefully he's not terrible. He's 47 and he's got no traits, so that's kind of terrible. But, oh well, it is what it is, hey? So we'll grab... Okay, I think we'll grab all of it apart from the militia. We'll leave the militia in the town, which probably isn't actually worth that much in terms of leaving it there. It won't achieve a great deal, but... Now, okay, Vilnius. Are we supposed to have a rake over here? What happened to our rake? I'm sure we were supposed to have someone looking over all of this. I think he's looking over this area, isn't he? Let's get him a little bit closer to this territory. Just make sure we can see what's going on. A lot of missionaries is what's going on. Yes, 3 of those guys. Okay, can't see too much right now, but we'll just get ourselves a little bit closer, shall we? I want to stay away actually from their other territories. So let's maybe just go and burn down this town or something like that. And we'll work our way over to these guys and make sure they know that they're not very welcome here. So lovely stuff. We're just going to go and squat in here and see what they want to do. Their weaver's cottage is apparently being damaged. I don't think I need to do anything to burn it down. Anyway, we're just going to stand around here for the time being. Unit recruited, we have an Indiaman. That is excellent news once again. We'll just do the standard of sending them down to this part of the world. We might have a little look at the South American Trade Theatre. I don't know what it's looking like. It might be okay. I cancelled a couple of farms, by the way, because I needed to actually build this port over here. I sent a couple of my units over just to make sure we've got, one cannon in each of these towns. And we've got the 4 units there, and we've got 3 units here along with the cav and the general. Just to split things up a little bit, but hopefully we'll be fine as it is. In Norway, we have a new town, Stavanger, which is lovely. And we obviously have a choice of what we want to do with all of this. So that's interesting. I don't think we need church schools around here. It should be very Protestant, I would think. Yes, although we have animism. Intriguing. Other than that, all looks good. Fisheries coming through, more clearances coming through. That's the kind of stuff we need. There's still British army on here, which is a little bit concerning, but I think we're pretty friendly with them, so I don't think that's going to be a problem. The Prussians doing more pillaging at the sea. They are at war with the British, so I guess they're mucking up their trade route with us, which probably costs us. I don't actually know how that affects all of our trade business, but Prussia are a little bit scary. I can't really afford to have too much more in here for now. It needs to just put off the likes of Westphalia, but it's not going to do anything against the Prussians. Okay, well, at least we've got some intriguing things going on here with the likes of the Poles. That will keep us entertained while we prepare for the major attack on Warsaw in the future. Intriguing, a big army in Vilnius is going to come and take us on at the town. I wasn't necessarily expecting that. So what have they got? A couple of their 12-pounder artillery cannons. We only have we have 2. So we kind of match them, although we have demi-cannons, so not quite as good, but it'll do. Line infantry, they have 5 of them. We have 6. Okay, and in terms of cavalry, they have the 2 units. We have 3, 4. Oh, we have tons of cav here. That's interesting. Okay, so swarm their cannons and cav, hopefully, without the line infantry shooting us down, and that should be okay. Interesting. This might, though, open up the path towards the city, so let's swing on in. Interesting change of angle immediately from them. It's a fairly fair and simple battlefield. Rain falling on the snow, which is presumably just going to cause an ice slush for everyone involved, which is intriguing. My cavalry are running on forward. Will I send one back to just deal with this guy? I think so. By the way, my horses, are you supposed to be doing this? I don't believe you are. I think they've moved forward. Get yourself back in position, lads. Don't know why you're over there. I think that's why they're doing this. Okay. All their horses are now swinging to this position. So let's get these guys just to move. These guys to move back into this. And hopefully they won't get too much of a charge. They might just get blocked, actually, by a few straggling horses. That's kind of ideal. Okay, swarm their horses. That's how you want to begin. And make sure these cannons are maybe shooting on the second horse. Just to make sure that they are dealt with as much as possible. Okay, these guys need to get themselves redeployed in a sensible position. Because at the moment, I think they're just shooting the ground in front of us. This cavalry affair is taking longer than I would have hoped for, and I don't know if we're winning it that well. We do have superior numbers, I think, so, well, we literally have 3 units here, so we're fine, but it's just taking a little bit long. Their line infantry are coming into position. Unfortunately, yes, those guys are going to have to limber and get themselves removing, which is a bit irritating, but it is what it is. Here comes a great sound, which is some of their lancers coming forward. So yeah, these guys are being dealt with, which is excellent news. I want to go mop up their cannons as much as possible. So, okay, they've left everything kind of a bit open. So that's good. We'll swing you down there. We'll just get these smaller lads onto these cannons. And these guys better just start shooting into this. Actually, they might be getting close to this kind of a range. Not quite there yet. Just aim right at the front. In fact, this is a big pile of people. Aim at them if at all possible. Can you... Yeah, you're back in position now. Good. Just get yourself a canister, my good sirs, and just shoot whatever you can. That'll be perfect. Right. They are sending these guys behind the lines. Let's just get every one of these. These will intercept them on the way, which is perfect. Let's take their cannons out of this as they start to swing their line infantry into the battle. Get on top of their cav. At least the artillery should be busy in the meantime. We have ourselves, shotgun range. We'll wait for one more shot to come in. That should be them. Yeah, that's 16 of them down in one blast. That's exactly what we want to see. Okay, at this point, they are really just focusing on one position. So I'm going to swing these guys around nice and quick, doing exactly what the Dragoons are supposed to do. And that'll be absolutely grand. Go on top of those cav, make sure they're dealt with. On this flank, I think we just need to keep people as they are. And we'll just see how it all ends up, actually. Yeah, you know what? You know what? These three guys can actually change angles a bit. All of you go straight across, because that seems like that's what's going on over there. As for the cav, we're not quite done with them yet. Get on top of that. You know what? These guys are 3 experience. Yeah, that's fine. Get the 3 experience horse over here. And we'll let these guys, how are they doing? 26. They're still wavering. So we'll have to hold on there. Oh, we've got some melee because they don't actually apparently want to... they want to do it like this, do they? Okay, that's fine. We'll just melee them because they're already shaken. They're not very happy about it. The shotgun shots are coming on in. How does this look, by the way? Get some shots in if you can. They are very... Are they just pikemen? They are just pikemen. I was going to say, there's some very, very long pikes on the end of them. But we'll just shoot them as much as possible. Get these cav over in this direction to slam in the back of the pikes. How are we doing with this cav? Still wavering. That's really annoying. I want these guys over here. Just run past them. Run past them. Hopefully we got some people holding out as much as possible. You two, just shoot the guys right in front of you. They'll be obliterated in a moment's notice if that's indeed what's going to happen. Yeah, that's... Oh, they're all falling down now. Okay. Yeah, this is not looking great for these guys. I need to come and have a look at my cavalry in a moment, but it is fun just to have a little look down at all of this nonsense. They're getting a few shots in, but I think the cannons are almost ready. Yeah, we're shooting for our own men at this point. That's annoying. As for the cav. Oh, we have indeed been intercepted a little bit. Yeah, let's get them out of there. Get them out of there. They don't need to be doing any of that nonsense. And my other cav. Where are you? You're out on this flank. That's fine because you've done your job. You come join the rest of them. These guys, yeah, we'll just get ourselves behind the line. They've done their job. Get yourself... Oh, yeah, we're shooting these guys from a long distance now. I think, to be honest, cannons, I think it's time for you just to stop for now. And we'll try and just get a few more of our infantry to finish up those who still want to fight. Because I think... we're in a fairly good position just to, yeah, send the cavalry to mop up what we can. And the rest of us, yeah, should be in good position right now. You get into that position, that would be perfect. Cav can mop up these guys. Maybe just swing in the back of those line infantry in a moment and make sure they're gone. Okay, this is looking good. At this stage, pretty much the last unit properly fighting is this line infantry out on this flank. It is horrible, horrible rain here. Wavering rain! But I think, yeah, we've broken them with that. That is excellent, and that's what we needed. Get them onto melee mode and just start running people down. I think mostly we've done it. The regiment horse failed over there, by the way. It's a bit of a shame. I think they might have actually been told to run through somewhere else and got caught out. Bit of a problem, but it is what it is. Get the melee into these guys, and that's pretty much it, I think, at that stage. Yeah, looks like they're actually going anyway, so job pretty much done. Okay, victory and glory. We did lose about half as much as then, just under half actually, so that's a pretty decent affair, all things considered. A few of them are going to swing on back to their city, but I would say that was fairly successful. Good news, we got ourselves another gentleman. Excellent news. And actually, we've already sent someone over to a dense, so we could do that. We could send them over to Karlstadt instead. How are you looking, by the way, sir? Doctrine and gentleman scientist. Very nice, 21 years old. Welcome, Georg Brandt. And you will join the party. Some dragoons have been built in a couple of settlements just to make sure everything is chill. Basic steam pump. Okay, very nice indeed. And presumably that means that some things like our iron mine, yeah, the basic steam pump available. So plus, oh yeah, that's going to be nice. So we can do a little bit of upgrading stuff. We do need some more machinery stuff sorted out in the near future, but you can see here, yeah, our investments are really coming through. Every turn, it's a big pile of all of this stuff. 6,000, a little bit better than it was before. +1 morale, which is excellent. Wagon Master, I read that as somewhere on the lines of Ragamuffin, but there we are. Carl Gustav Reschenkild. Okay, excellent. And Adam has gained something as well. Very nice indeed. So let's go and check what's going on over in Poland after, oh, this is really Lithuania to be honest, after that last battle. Now they have those men that went and burnt our farm over here. So we should probably go and deal with them and mop them up. This looks like a pretty good region actually. We've got ourselves quite a lot of things in here. It's not too bad. Okay. What they sent was pretty much the entire army actually. So they do have themselves some Lancer Cav who, yeah, seem to last quite a long time in that battle. They're a little bit scary, but that's fine. Okay. And can you continue to wander in this direction so I can see what's happening over here? Do we get a little bit of a look at Minsk? No more signs about Minsk right now. Let's get ourselves moving with this force. This is a small force, so we need to be careful what we do with it, to be honest. So we'll swing ourselves around here, back to the road. Can't see what's in here. Oh, there's nothing here. There's nothing here, and they are a turn from some settlement fortifications. Interesting. So we could actually, in a funny way, let them finish that so we'd have it for ourselves, but I'm not too worried about it. Okay, let's go and put this under siege. Do you want to do anything about it? Oh, it's just free fire lock. 4 turns till surrender. Demand their surrender. They accepted. Excellent. The button worked at long last. Woohoo! Belarus is ours. I don't really want Belarus, but I if nothing else, I wouldn't mind. I mean, to be honest, if this is all Poland we're left with at the end, that'd be kind of fine. Maybe leave them with a couple things, but yeah, you know what, it'll do. I might use this bargaining chip for peace when maybe we go and grab Warsaw. So what I might want is to kind of Vilnius, Lithuania, and then we give back Minsk. Although with Kiev as well, it does make sense as a chunk of land to kind of keep, to be honest. They can just have Prague and get burnt down, I guess, by the Prussians. Okay. Ooh, yes. Isn't that beautiful? I assume that suggests that they have a star fort in the region. But that's looking very, very well guarded, isn't it? Okay. Well, with that, we've got Minsk under our control. I would say, do we actually maybe just want to put Vilnius straight under siege? We could leave these guys out. Well, do we want to leave them out there? Not sure we do, you know. We'll go mop them up first, and then if we can get over to there as well, we'll do that. So let's go and stroll out and meet those guys. Before we do that, though, let's just make sure we've done our admin. Now, research. I think we just finished over in Karlstadt, didn't we? So, industrial tech. Do we want the coke blast furnaces? Potentially we do. Ironmaster's works. Is there anything we'd rather have, though? Things like the seed planter. 25 turns away, advanced irrigation. But these are just general goods, aren't they? There's nothing negative to this. Less on plantations. Selective breeding, 37 turns. We are getting a gentleman there very soon, so that will hopefully speed all of that up. You know what? You are currently working on that. I bought at least one naval tech as well when I've been chatting to people. I thought I had an ordnance factory. I think I cancelled it actually, didn't I? Do I want explosive shells? You know what? It would allow us to get some howitzers, which would be nice. So maybe an ordnance factory over in Stockholm as well. Do you want to build it in Stockholm? I could build it somewhere else where maybe it could be more useful on the edge of, yeah, our actual armies, but there isn't really anything over in Poland. Hanover, maybe. Construction, again, there's not a lot of options right now. So, yeah, I tell you what, we'll build the ordnance factory over here just to make sure we've got that option going forward. Socket bayonet would be very nice, Karlstad as well. You know what, no, we're going to keep on working on some of these, but which one I want, selective breeding, planting drill, or the advanced irrigation. I'm going to get the planting drill. It sounds fun, although 25, yeah, you know what, we'll just get it started. We'll get swinging in on that. There's a gentleman going to head in there next turn, and he'll help with the research a little bit. Elsewhere, 4,900. Okay, we can maybe like fix up some of these things that I wanted to do before. We can continue with all of these farms. Actually, with the blast, yeah, with the iron blasting going on, the steam pumping, we could make some more money, although it's actually only about 150 a turn, so it might be worth still focusing on the farms for now. So these are only about 200 gain for a minus happiness, whereas these farms, yeah, we're getting like 75 wealth, so it's not much. It's a little bit less, of course, but we are going to gain the population growth. It's kind of what we need more than any of that stuff. What I could probably do, though, is pick what I'm going to build over here. It might as well be some more money, to be honest, so we'll get some craft workshops. Why ever not? And as for everything else, 2,500. What do we want to do with it? We could just upgrade this college here, actually. Is that what I want to do? I don't know. Maybe that is what we want to do. There are a few more farms around. I do think the farms are going to be the key early thing for us to do, so we'll continue building any farms that we can. There were definitely some more in this part of the world. That's iron works. Yeah, there are some good farms over here that we're already building up. Oh, this is really, I love having money, damn it. Money is just so beautiful. It's also beautiful to go and burn your enemies to the ground, so that's what we're going to do over here. A couple units to mop up, General's Bodyguard and 2 line infantry, perfect. We've got cannons, we've got a few horses. Our horses did not survive the battle very well, did they? This regiment of horse, 3 experience, got obliterated. But anyway, let's swing on him, let's clear him out. Well, luckily we managed to shoot down the general before anything's even happened in the battle, which is excellent news. Cannons can continue to do some lovely work, if at all possible. We'll actually get these guys to get themselves organised. We'll move them around, actually, because starting to not be in the most useful position. They are potentially reacting to our infantry movements. Canister a bit out of range still, but these guys are going to walk themselves into trouble before too long. They seem very interested in the general, to be honest. Let's get these cav out. Maybe we'll just go and mop up. Actually, those guys are general, aren't they? So we'll just ignore them. We'll just swing ourselves into position around these guys. We've got some early shots in against them. That's lovely. And get these guys up over here in the best position we can. I think we might be canister. We are canister. Oh, that is excellent news. Get canister in on these guys, and we should be fairly safe, actually, for these chaps. Just get themselves in like this, and we shouldn't be in the canister range shot from there. Hopefully we're not anyway. Anyways, we've got a cavalry round to the hills back here. Should be able to mop them up in a moment. Let's have a look at our Polish friends, by the way, because we haven't seen much of them yet. In come some canister shots. A little bit downhill, actually. Might be a small problem for all of that. They ran away. We won't really get the chance to re-limber and actually organise the other units, which is a shame, but it is what it is. These guys are broken running through there. Might just tell the cannon to stop shooting at this point. And from here, yeah, we can just surround the very last guy. And that should be about it, actually, because the cavalry are now in position. These guys are just going to go chase them off. But I think a nice charge in the rear of these guys should very quickly finish them off. I don't think they'll be too happy about the cavalry charge which is about to land on them. Indeed, they are, I think, doomed. Everyone off fire at will, go to melee, come in and join the fun. And make sure no one gets away. There's a few of the General Cav who are coming back, actually. They're coming back. Cannon, 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 cannon. Cannon, go and intercept them. Oh, for Pete's sake. They're gonna charge me down. I thought you were dead. No. They seem to be charging away from him. Interesting. They're steady. Hopefully. Oh, I think we're arriving just about in time. This is fine. I think we're going to get him before he goes and kills our cannon. All is fine. The cannons are safe. Alright, forget what I just told you. We'll just charge into them and clear them off. Oh, good. All is fine. The cannons are free. They are safe. And we can one day live our lives without the Poles in our way, which will be beautiful. I think the last few guys are going. Down they go. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Chop! Down goes that fool. And tally-ho. A decisive victory, it suggests. Indeed it was. It's just a nice way of mopping up some troops there on the battlefield. A little bit dramatic from the scroller there. Yes, indeed, we don't have the movement points to finish this up. But, okay, do we have the men to do this? We probably do, to be honest. Okay, let's just maybe send the dragoons forward actually, just to make sure we have someone to sit in these territories as we take them over. On that note, by the way, how are you doing, Minsk? I imagine you're not too happy. Okay, they're 0 right now. We can exempt from tax on the end turn, and that might help us out. So we have ourselves farm, got ourselves town, another farm here. So they've already got clearances in these, which is quite nice. So at the very least, they have been building up the farms, but there's not too much in this region, really. So, yeah, we've Scottish and a couple of farms. Not too interesting, but it will do for now. Interesting, the Barbary States want to give us a peace treaty. I didn't know that they actually would offer peace with anyone, but there we are. They are trade partners with the Ottoman Empire. We should get trade with the Barbary States. Oh, well, we'll take any peace if we can, I guess. Few more farms are built. Excellent news over in the Americas. What do we have? We have ourselves... Oh, it's just one of our trade ships, of course. Okay, I want to go to see South America, actually. So, yeah, we'll send you down towards South America. You can scout it out. And the other boat might reach there before you now, having sent you this way. Over in this part of the world, then, we possibly do actually want to consider this large sugar plantation. You know what, we will get it down. Why ever not? We've got 3 happiness to spare here, and for the time being that's just positive. But yes, with industrialization I should say, that will get slightly more difficult in time. So we can upgrade this a little bit, but I'm not sure it's worth it for the short term. We do have our trading port built now, which is excellent. We can get more Indiamen. I might as well build it directly here now, which is great news. And with that, yeah, we should start to see now that, yeah, we're getting ourselves some trading back in this direction. So 468 is going from the Leeward Isles. Okay, now I'm not sure if this can connect this one down here. I'm going to have to check this. For the time being, it's not the worst thing to be able to get a ship or two should I need them. So maybe I will get a sit freight just to give me a little bit more in terms of ships. But for the time being, I don't think I've got too much conflict over there with people, because my enemies can't access that sea because I control all of this. Though, how long will I control all of this? Because judging by what my rate can see, things are looking interesting in this part of the world. Some big full stacks of armies, and these are not going to be behind our tech level. Though we can have a little sneaky look at their tech potentially by looking on here. So socket bayonet is what they have, but I have an awful lot of other things instead that I potentially could offer them. So that's intriguing to see. Okay, well, let's not worry too much about that for the time being. Send our gentlemen into our school, which will be speeding up Karlstad just a little bit, down to 15 from 24. That's very nice indeed. We've now got 1 in each, 2 in Uppsala, which is excellent. As the capital, we might as well have the slightly better school over there. And it's actually 1 turn from being a college as well, which is excellent news. Some investments are really coming to fruition now. Okay, in terms of this war, which is a little bit sooner than I anticipated. I thought we might have quite a few turns of me just building infrastructure and then updating you later. But of course, as Total War, this game is the most Total War of all Total Wars, really, isn't it? Just everyone killing everyone. Okay, they don't seem to be sending reinforcements, but I can't see too far, to be honest, either. So this army is a little bit battered, but to be honest, the Minsk army is in a much better condition and is right there because it never actually had to fight, did it? No. So what I might do is see how these guys are. Only -2. Only -2. Well, that's good news indeed. Can you make it into Minsk? Not sure you can, Dragoons, but if you can, that will be absolutely grand. So what we might do is use this army to supplement that force, and then we'll just see what's kind of left at the end of the day. Wave to the Dragoons as they pass. I think they can make it. Yes, they can, and that's excellent. So I don't even need to send this army over there. We're actually going to be able to do it like this. Fine. All right, a little bit of merging potentially, but that's probably the worst thing to have merged, but hey ho, it is what it is. Okay, with a couple of units merging, we can probably swing a lot of these guys together. We'll have a much better force to go and take this on, which is going to be excellent. At this point, we're getting a lot of the troops together over back at Courland because there is still the potential of something happening over there. So we'll get some troops there. They can always retrain should they need to. So over here, yeah, some of those battered lads can just head into there. A couple of the battered lads have just joined on the end of this force. Actually, there is a little bit of merging that can still be done, so that's nice. Maybe these guys can just head to Minsk, actually. Just since, you know what, it's nowhere near this territory, but we'll just have one more unit in, and it's still on 0 because there's only a few more men. But it means that we've now got ourselves 4 cannon. 4 cannon, 5 line infantry, quite a few cav actually as well. It's all fine. We'll go and deal with these guys. Now, how long have they got? 4 turns until surrender. We'll demand it. And they accepted. Which does mean that they march off. I didn't realise that's actually how it worked, but there we are. So they're going to go and send them off into their fort, but it doesn't mean we don't have to deal with those reinforcements. So, you know what? We can leave maybe the Dragoons in here. And can we... How happy is the town with that? Dragoons? Oh, Dragoons are a godsend. Just keep marching them off. Okay. We'll go and siege them here instead, I guess. Oh, the construction report is very busy indeed. You can see how much investment I'll be making every turn here. Craft workshops in Norway, college in Uppsala, tenant farms in Muscovy, and your tenant farms and clearances pretty much everywhere, which is excellent news. Now. As for Warsaw, we need to organise a force to go and take this down. And Warsaw, well, we are 4 turns from fire by rank. And when that comes into play, we are in such an excellent position to go and push into there. And in fact, Dents, I might just get you... You're currently working on... Okay, some of the measuring tools. That's fine. I'm going to go to explosive shells for now, actually. 10 turns away. Might be something we want to deal with Prussia, actually. So, 5 by rank, 4 turns away. That means in about 4 or 5 turns' time, we want to be going to smash Poland-Lithuania and their capital, Warsaw, which is going to be a hard nut to crack, especially if it just lets a few troops go. I didn't realise the surrender meant, yeah, the city surrenders, but the actual army does get to get away. And obviously we didn't manage to mop them up. They fled back here. But nonetheless, not too concerned about that. Accidentally sent my navy off by accident with an Indiaman. But that's fine. We're going to have ourselves 2 grenadiers and a heavy cav from Stockholm. They're going to come and help us out. Ordnance factory is underway as well, which is very nice. That means we can get ourselves some stuff and things. Okay, I think it opens up some of the new tech stuff, doesn't it? So yes, our ship's going to go and pick up these guys. They are going to head over here. That will be a few turns, but that'll be about right for the 5 turns time for fire by rank to come on in. So what we need to do over here is retrain some of our units. They're kind of split up between the towns right now, but between them we should be able to get ourselves what we need to go and head into there. So okay, this is looking pretty exciting right now. And over in the government, by the way, I changed around my American minister. Now we minus upkeep on the units, bit more repression, and some bonus to tax income, which is very nice indeed. So in the treasury, really, where we're not doing too well, But all of our other options seem to have this, yes, a frugal and thrifty, which, okay, yeah, a bit of a double-edged sword kind of a thing, or basically not what I'm looking for. So no one's super good at the old, yes, money stuff, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Kiev is looking okay. I don't think there are any of the these guys coming over here. Eastern Scholar from the Ottomans, excellent. But yeah, we're not actually bordered with them at all, are we? So don't have to worry about the Ottomans. We're pretty friendly with those guys anyway. But yes, Warsaw. At that point, we can get peace with them, really. Maybe we'll have to smash Lviv just to kind of give it to them as a peace offering. But we will see about that. To be honest, the mountain range probably wouldn't be the worst border either, although obviously that would naturally suggest that Yash is a better border. And by that point, you might as well, go with the next border, which is the Danube, which is a very, very fun border. But no. We need to take this to win the game. Oh my goodness. That's going to be a pain, but things are coming together very, very nicely here. Hanover's managed to not be attacked. We are trying to be friends with Westphalia, just to make sure no silly nonsense like with Hanover happens again. But we'll see about that. Bavaria they're allies with. Very nice indeed. They actually have quite a few of these industrial techs, so maybe we can offer them a bit of a swapsies. That might be, friend. It's regrettable, unacceptable. Well, I'll see if I can do anything to be friendly with them, but for the time being, all is grand. And in the Americas, yeah, these guys are just heading down to that trade theatre. Not there yet, so nothing really to update you on over here. This might be fairly quiet unless we end up at war with someone like France or the Netherlands, or Spain indeed. If that happens, we might go poking around, but for the time being, yeah, with most of this territory taken, there's not really much need to worry about any of it, to be honest. As for, yeah, Great Britain, so the colonies and New Spain, they aren't really... Oh no, there's still New Spain over here. That's interesting. So New Spain is still a thing in Mexico, but otherwise it's been eaten by Spain proper. That's intriguing. I don't really want to get involved in any of this nonsense. France have gone and grabbed all sorts of land up in the north, so yeah, I'm not too worried about taking on too much in this part of the world. India, likewise, it might send trade boats over eventually, but to be honest, for now, yeah, we just need to solidify our position. But as long as we can keep friends with these three over here, and France, I guess, as well, Spain even, as long as we're friends enough with the big powers in this part of the world, we should be able to have trade fleets happily moving on and sending money back to the capital, and that is really what we need. Interesting, down in South America, we have ourselves Prussian trade coming along here. So that's it, though. Nothing else. Just a few Prussians. So the next trade node presumably is entirely empty because there's no one coming along here at all. So that's exciting. Now, what I'll be actually trading from here, I'm not actually sure. Where are my lists of all of that stuff? That's a different list, Thomas. I'm clicking on random buttons now. Here's the trade. So off the coast of Brazil, we're sending in sugar. We've already got sugar from the Americas, actually. So we're just doubling up on that for the time being. But that's okay. We can send him down there. What we might do is, yeah, consider sending someone off down to another trade theatre like Madagascar, maybe, or some other part of the world. Yeah, we could end up to Panama in the Pacific. That could be fun. Okay, the next ship might just keep exploring because currently, as we haven't really got enemies at sea, and I haven't seen too many pirates yet, from the ones we killed, yeah, things are looking positive enough for us. Elsewhere, we do have a bit of sabotage, by the way. A little bit irritating. We'll fix it up, but hey-ho, it's only a little farm. It's not the biggest thing in the world. A happy drinker. Oh, isn't that nice? And, okay, a Krumpstroller. Excellent stuff. As long as you're not, in terms of my treasury, -4 for global tax income, Stein Hallstrom. That doesn't seem exciting to me. Who's Hallstrom? The guy in charge of my economy. Right, but he's just gone up about 18 stars, so I'm a little bit unclear about that. So +2 for the management, but -4 bonus to global tax income. Does this mean I'm better off now? It seems to suggest that I am, but some of this also suggests I'm not. Oh well. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. Fleets arrived and we've already done that. And more Indiamen in the Caribbean. Okay, this is just what we want to see. And indeed, I'm just going to actually line up a couple of them, because investment in Indiamen is always worth it. As I say, as of yet, I haven't seen anyone burning me to the ground, so we'll just continue with that kind of thing. Then we head to the East Indies, have a little explore of that part of the world and see what there is to do. We have ourselves a new rake over here in Vilnius, which is excellent news indeed, because I could very much do with seeing what's going on as much as possible. So we'll send this rake onwards towards Königsberg and Gdansk, which seems to have flipped between Poland and Prussia every single episode. Dresden is still looking very, very well defended. Prague has a full stack in it. Probably similar to Breslau, but I don't really have time to check right now. Gdansk is also quite full up. We'll head you down to Breslau just to make sure we have sight on it. But yes, Warsaw is getting itself pretty well stacked, actually. So if we want to go and attack them, we can do it. We've got one turn until fire by rank is done, and that's going to lead us exactly where we want to be. Yeah, more lovely, lovely Indiamen swinging on in across the world. We're sending you to the East Indies as well, just to make sure we vary things up a little bit, give ourselves some options. Random guys being detected. Is this the guys burning that down before? Hardly surprising, to be honest. Construction report, lots and lots of roads. More and more preparation is getting put in place. Okay, yes, things are looking very good right now. Our money is increasingly getting itself prepared. We have ourselves a nice full stack here. Lots of line infantry. We have a couple grenadiers joining the party as well. We have some dragoons ready to just pacify. Not Königsberg. We'll consider that, but not right now. To pacify that area. And yeah, regiments of horse, just to make sure we've got things to mop up. Lots of cannons. We've still got Karl Gustav Reichenkult over here with patriotic sword. He'll inevitably die during the siege when he's 66 at this point. He's a cautious but happy drinker with a taste of battle, who's a brave soldier, a drill master. But that's not got the negative to morale like it does in earlier Total War. So yeah, things looking very, very positive with our best general all lined up to go and take on Warsaw. And okay, this is looking excellent. I might spend a little bit of money on some of these fishing fleets, actually. Possibly might be time to think about some of my industries as well, because we did get some upgrades to our steamworks, so we might as well be doing something with all of that. We are getting our colleges at this point done as well. You're already done. The college there is being upgraded. Oh, it's all coming together beautifully. There's a bit of Prussian piracy going on, but come on, the Netherlands, take over Flanders already. I can't believe that's still Spanish. Kind of ridiculous, but there we are. Okay, I think we're going to leave it off here today with the tantalising prospect of Warsaw on the horizon. It's going to be a big-ass battle to take this, but I'm probably going to siege it out, see what they do. Want them to sally forth at me if at all possible. Not sure we want to head in for their big old mass affair of all of this nonsense, but in the field with fire by rank, I fancy our chances quite a lot. And plenty of cannons, plenty of a bit of experience on these guys, not all of them, but a bit of experience around a very, very strong general who, by the way, needs to replenish. Thank you very much. So you go and do that on the end turn. And yes, the grenadiers will hopefully help us smash our way through all of this nonsense. Well, this has been fairly successful. Wasn't really planning on taking this right now, but we've gone and done it anyway. We've got plenty more Indiamen out at sea. I've got a lot more money to spend every turn, and we are getting the infrastructure built up in this part of the world. Even Finland is getting roads, damn it. That is where we're at this stage. So, okay, I will leave you for now, but hopefully next time you'll join me for the Siege of Warsaw, and hopefully the end of our war with Poland, because after that, it's just Brandenburg waiting for our short-term victory. And, well, there's a lot of army over here on both sides. Hopefully they can burn each other out in the meantime. I don't think Poland will be wanting much more war with me once we've taken Poland. So, I will leave it. I'm Thomas. This is Dinez the Human, and this has been Empire Total War. Thank you, and bye-bye. In come the fire arrows, and if you're not aware, by the way, this is actually a traditional Berlin greeting. It says, come and dance with us, come and dance in the flames, come and dance and die on our streets. We have ourselves a foothold in Italy. They broke! We had them entirely surrounded.